Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sonic Frontiers playthrough. We are once again on Oreo Island, and I'm not going to stop calling it that.
Once again, it's like, no, we never left.
Well, we didn't leave, but I'm sure our audience did.
Well, they didn't have a choice, to be fair.
Okay, so one of the things I do like about the map challenges system is the way that the game spawns these rails in between the map points as you complete them. So you're not just creating a map for yourself. You're also opening up the fast travel system. And yeah, you can very quickly teleport between the portals after you complete the entire map.
I was going to say only after you complete the map.
Yeah, but having those rails to quickly, like, skate around the island with, it's really helpful at times. They're also prime places to rail launch off of, because they tend to slope upward in a lot of places, and that's where you really want to rail launch.
Not to mention, I never got tired of the cinematic feeling I had when I would place one of the manual beacons on the map, and then I'll take like one of the fast travel grind rails and just like spin the camera 360 while I'm doing it. Yeah, it's really nice. Also, they brought this back.
God damn it.
I fucking love 3D Tetris on Virtual Boy.
The Virtual Boy is another one of those things where I'm just like, why did they think this was a good idea?
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Llama.
Is that a llama? Kind of looks like an animal or a horse.
It does kind of look like some sort of horse thing, yeah.
Like a Minecraft horse. Bold and brass.
It looks more cow-like. I could see that being like a cow that someone farms for milk in, like some sort of...
Or at least someone's interpretation of a cow.
Hey, big old buddy, old pal. You want to provide all my tools for me?
Oh, Lord. Yeah,
And, like,
420 like coins of that sort of thing. Is like you could be there forever.
Yep. I think, in fact, I'm going to spend quite a bit of time here. Off camera, thankfully.
Are you doing that now, or are you just unlocking the portal?
Well, I mean, I'm probably doing that now.
Yeah.
The thing is, even if you spend a bunch of time fishing here for, like, upgrade tokens, you still sort of need to, like, leave the place to see how much you need.
Yeah.
Before you can safely start getting the, like, memory tokens. So I'm not going to do it all at once. But I am probably going to, like, make a point to fully upgrade myself now.
You're already, like, well above the level I was when I finished the game the first time. I think, like, the highest level my power got was, like, maybe in the 70s. Oh, collectathon. I was actually really proud when I caught that in Animal Crossing.
Really?
It's a rare fish in Animal Crossing. I'm talking like OG Animal Crossing GameCube.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. At least you caught something that wasn't a can or a boot.
That was one of the first games I was ever like really dedicated to like completing the museum or the bestiary, whatever catalog you had to fill out, because you know a big thing about Animal Crossing is that it runs off like the game's clock. So if there was an event or something that you could only capture at like 2 or 3 in the morning, I would set an alarm for myself to make sure I would boot up the GameCube then and there and get the fish.
Oh, geez, you had over 900 coins.
I fished. I fished. Not even until I ran out of tokens. I still have 147 less to go.
Good God.
Holy hell.
Memory tokens up the wazoo. Chaos Vault keys.
I'm surprised you didn't reach the limit of red seed, of power seeds and defense seeds.
Is there a limit?
I mean, I'm assuming once you get to level 99, or at least have enough to get to level 99, the game would just hard lock you out. I'm not sure.
Anyway, this is from the Animal Crossing. This is
I'm pretty sure
from
there's a barbecue spit in that.
This is from the Monster Hunter DLC.
Yeah.
So you just sort of try to time it so that when you stop grilling, the meat is cooked.
It's like the moment you see it brown, you hit the stop button.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this costs nothing. Like you don't even need.
Nope, you can just keep doing it, and it's free stuff from Big.
Yeah, although it does take a considerable amount of time.
You got to admire Sonic. You know,
well, some prefer this way. Yeah, we call them freaks. I like my meat medium.
Yeah, medium is the right way to go.
Yeah, rare is a bit too slimy.
Ooh, slimy. That's a way of putting it. Obviously, Sonic doesn't prefer his meat rare.
You gotta admire his tenacity doing this by eye, though. Like he doesn't even poke the meat to try and gauge his
he just eyeballs that shit. Yeah, this looks edible.
It's like if you don't have a thermometer, that is the way to do it, by poking the meat and seeing how bouncy it is, you know? Seeing how it feels compared to when it was uncooked. But yeah, anyway. Plenty of tokens, and I think at this point I've got all the fish.
I think you got all the fish like a while ago.
No, there were some new ones that were added with even this island. Once you've gotten all the... Well, there's no real way to tell how quickly this is going to happen, but as you fish, you start catching all the available fish at that particular fishing hole. And once you catch every single one of them once, including the ones you catched on you already caught on other islands, I should mention, you'll get catch completion up to 100%.
Yeah.
And that's how you know you've caught everything.
You get an achievement for it too.
Yeah. It's the only like real reason to go out of your way to do that, but if you're fishing to get tokens and stuff, you'll eventually do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the achievement and folks just like seeing the list completed, like in the game itself.
Well, you might actually have to go out of your way a bit for the achievement because you have to also complete all the islands, all the fishing holes on all the islands.
I never really thought about that because I just something I just did naturally along the way.
Well, it's easy to fish a bit on Island 1 and then decide not to bother with it because on Island 1 it takes a while to gain tokens for things.
Yeah.
So, and at that early point in the game, you might think to yourself, well, you know, I'd really rather just do the platforming challenges, but like in later islands, you'll change your tune pretty fast. But you might have to go back to Island 1 and finish the fishing there.
Yeah, at no point did I ever have to go back to the first island for anything because I guess I was just lucky enough to catch every fish available in the first island, like on my first try.
Well, on my first,
oh boy,
I didn't make it.
Sonic, I think you might have a problem, buddy.
Gotta go fast, Big. Gotta go fast, fast.
Better than your cooking skills, at least.
What's wrong with medium well?
All right, so would you permit me to ask one thing more?
Kill me now. Only you could do this, Sonic. Release me.
So, your reward for maxing both of these out, apart from being in permanent boost state, is this bit of lore about the Cocos, where the Elder Coco describes a bit about like what the Cocos are like, how much they remember, how much they feel. It seems this Elder Coco is the Elder Chaos alien from the cutscene on Island 4. So,
hey, you can definitely read it as that. My thing is that why is he larger than the other ones though?
I don't know.
Like, is it a vanity thing? I was like, I want my emblem to be like much larger than the other ones because I'm the oldest.
I don't know. Why is the frickin' Maraca guy bigger than the other Koroks in Breath of the Wild?
I don't know.
Why is the dump he takes bigger than the others?
Well, because he's larger.
Okay.
Yeah, larger asses, larger shit. I don't make the rules.
Anyway, I mean, I'm trying to sound put off by that, but I'm the one who brought it up, so.
Not really, yeah. In fact, I think you want to continue this conversation, but I don't want to.
Anyway, this island has some interesting enemies on it, including...
Oh, this is one of my favorites. I love Ghost.
Ghost is interesting because it's less of a combat enemy and more of a platforming challenge.
I never encountered this guy.
Ghost starts very slowly draining your rings from a distance.
Also gave me a bit of a scare, because I was not expecting an enemy to be here. Yeah, but you're essentially chasing this thing throughout a chunk of the island, and he's draining your rings.
The thing is, I never fought this fucking thing on my first playthrough, so I had no idea what I was doing here. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just side looping through the monoliths, I guess. To
Oh no,
damage
I'm misremembering. I had no idea what to do when I fought this guy on my first playthrough, so I ran around like an idiot for a little while.
Wondering why you're losing rings for no reason.
No, I was like trying to hit him, but he kept running away.
Yeah.
I had no idea how to hit him. A lot of these rails that you see around here are here strictly for the ghost fight.
Although, given that you've actually leveled up your ring count, though, you are in no danger of dying.
Absolutely no danger. I would have to.
I'm
I would
fucking
have to
invincible.
I would have to intentionally just sit here. It is interesting that they have an entire enemy type that they had to build level chunks for, though.
Well, I think that's why I like it, because, you know, it complements the platforming nature of Sonic the Hedgehog and not just like another arena.
Yeah. I will say that this enemy is annoying when you're not all maxed out on rings and energy. On rings and speed, though, because it takes you out of boost state. And that's annoying. I don't have to worry about that now, though.
Goodbye, children.
Oh, okay.
I hope someone saves you off of this platform. High into the sky.
Are you trying to find where the gear went?
Yeah. That is another slightly annoying thing about the ghost. You never really know where the gear is going to land.
Worst case, it drops off in a 2D section over a pit.
Yeah.
Hey, jump rope.
Thank God the laser doesn't cut your legs off.
Okay, so one of the only, like, semi-challenging map challenges is the jump ropes. I think I ran into one of, like, the hardest ones first here, because this one goes multiple times per jump. But once you, like, get the timing down, it's not hard.
Yeah, it never deviates from the set pattern.
Yeah.
So
1 2 1 2
exactly.
1 2. Now, the thing about the thing you have to know about this island is that you are locked into the final boss as soon as you grab the silver Chaos Emerald inside the big temple over here. So, complete whatever you want to complete before doing that.
Yeah, I think the game gives you enough warning for that, though, to be fair.
Yeah. It's a little weird, though, because there are memory tokens that you can get inside the temple. Like, they expected people to still be collecting memory tokens at that point.
Yeah, you
Wow.
can go this far, but not that much. But collectively, did you enjoy Island 5 like more or less than the third island or the second island, despite its Frankenstein nature?
I think Island 5 is better designed than Island 3. But it's also kind of like, you know what's weird? I think this island might have been designed earlier in development.
Well, that wouldn't be shocking if the idea was like this was originally part of the first one.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what the planned original sequence for these islands were. It does kind of feel like it was designed to be part of the beginning of the game, but
Well, maybe the islands were originally like much larger in scope, because if I recall correctly, there's only supposed to be 3.
maybe. But I'm not really sure. There's a lot of supposition that you can make regarding this. But over here on Island 5,
152.
yeah, now you know why people fish to victory.
The blood moon rises once again.
Be careful, Link. I can't do Zelda's accent right now. I have a stuffy nose. I've had a cold for ages. Or maybe it's allergies. I don't know. It might be allergies.
It's probably allergies. There's that season. Yeah.
Well, allergy season seems to have come a little early this year because it's been so warm this winter.
Yeah. Because the allergies poked its head out of the hole and saw its shadow.
But the point is, I can't do Zelda's accent right now. If I tried, I would embarrass myself terribly.
And we never embarrass ourselves ever on this fucking channel.
Well, I mean, I would embarrass myself in a way that would make it annoying to listen to the audio file, so...
It's cringe-inducing, like,
not
in a way.
Cringe-inducing, yeah, but, like... When you try to do a voice when you've got, like, a stuffy nose, the result is mucus, and you don't want to try that. I'm gonna end up like late-stage Solid Snake.
Caterpillar again.
Oh no! I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to fight that.
Very
one.
gotcha about seeing an enemy intro with a slot reel spinning in the middle of the screen.
I didn't mean. Oh no! I think at this point I decided, you know what? I'll just get it out of my way. I have enough frickin' star bits anyway.
Man, I sure as shit can't see the enemy's health bar.
You're right. It hid the health bar. Oh no. What were they thinking?
I think the gold orbs only appear when you only have 1 hit left.
What?
But the homing attack orbs that you use to hit the springs, I think they only appear when you only have 1 HP left on the boss.
Oh yeah, that when you only have 1 before it knocks
before
you.
it like stuns.
Yeah. It's because that launch over top of the boss is meant to be the big cinematic, transition. You know what the boost state reminds me of more than the Sonic movie stuff, though? It reminds me of Sonic Sat-Am, where, Sonic would have to get a power ring out of the lake, and he would use that power ring in an emergency moment to get a super burst of super speed.
Sonic X had that too, and I thought that was so weird.
Well, it's like the only way anyone ever knew to get the rings involved in the story-based Sonic stuff,
Well, I never understood exactly what the ring did for Sonic and Sonic X. Like, because every time he grabbed one, he got into a ball form, and it's like he needs a ring to do that. I always thought that was really weird about Sonic X.
Sonic X was very obviously trying to, like, I don't know, be something similar to the Sonic comics, but for Japanese audiences.
Well, no, it was just pretty much through and through a shonen anime.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it was trying to be like, it was trying to imitate the success of Sonic the Comic and the Archie Sonic series, except in the Japanese market. So,
you see, I would think it's just expanding on what Sonic always was since inception.
Well, kind of, but the thing is...
Sonic's always been shonen, like, since day one.
Well, yeah, but, like, the goal of the series, I mean, in terms of where it sat in the franchise, was it was trying to do something for the Japanese market, like what the American and Europeans already had in terms of the comics and their...
Yeah, you gotta remind yourself that, like, Sonic never really took off in Japan.
Yeah. And, I guess their answer to that was isekai.
God damn it.
As was the style
Even
at
here.
the time. It is still the style at the time.
I wonder though, like
Freaking vending machines getting their freaking animes.
even I know what you're talking about. I know the fan base over in Japan is not very large, but I do have to wonder for those that do like Sonic the Hedgehog over in the East, like what is considered like the most popular Sonic game. You know, how did Frontiers actually do over in Japan?
Speaking of Japan and Sonic Frontiers, though, they did make some changes to the game for the Japanese market. Like, Sonic has these goofy idle animations and stuff. Just generally stuff that's meant to soften the tone.
This is too depressing.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like how they changed Crash Bandicoot's art style on the cover of the Japanese version of the game.
Eyebrows.
You know, they kind of have to... It's expected that mascot characters should be cuter in Japan. And
And then they had the ads of him doing the crash dance. Dick
You
thrust
see how the
and all.
camera just clipping on the ground.
the Crash dance was entirely invented for the Japanese market, and it just happened to really be popular over here, too. But... Okay. When am I going to go back and max out my...
Never.
Attack and defense.
Oh, the reason I haven't maxed out my attack and defense is because I haven't found the correct Coco for it. Oops.